A little bit crazy because my skin was really bad and cling on my dry patches. More acne safe and has more skincare ingredients. Your face looks so flawless. Hey girly girls, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sylvia, and if you're new here, we do all things girly beauty, and today I'm gonna be starting a new series. It was one of you guys who suggested me to make a series about whether I would repurchase a product. I've been doing product review for a while, and sometimes I get free things, sometimes I buy my own things, so I'm just gonna talk about them. Most of these I bought for myself, and I know my collection is a little too big. I got a little bit crazy because my skin was really bad and I started focusing a lot about base makeup and foundation. Let's go through them together and I'll tell you whether I like them or not, or if they're worth the money. If you missed it in my last video, I mentioned that I bought this Aute cushion. So I'm gonna be using this for the first time today, and I'll also give you a summary, I guess. The cushion puff actually is quite a big size. I think just slightly bigger than your average cushion. And I also noticed that how big it is actually matters because it covers a little more than the foundation, which I really like. Because some cushions I had, they not covered the whole area of the cushion, and when you press it in, it kind of goes on the side of the cushion. See, this one's a lot bigger than the foundation itself. It goes on the side of the cushion and it can get really messy. I didn't really think about that until I started playing around with more and more makeup. I feel like I was swatching this on my skin and I thought the colors ran lighter because it looked lighter in the pictures and stuff, but honestly it's matching my skin tone at the moment, which is not a bad thing. But personally, I kind of like the tone up effect. I was just expecting a little bit more tone up effect, but I can still work with this. Coverage is decent. Let's just do it really quickly. This is how it looks. It's slightly dewy, as you can see. I would say it's a very medium coverage foundation. If you're just trying to even up your skin, it's not bad, but if you're trying to hide the blemishes or your scars, I wouldn't say it's the best. Overall, not bad, but I wouldn't say it's my favorite at the moment. But if I'm being super transparent with you guys, I haven't really been reaching for my foundations a lot. I feel like I should, because the formulation is so good compared to some of the cushion foundations that I have. But I only have these three for now, and all three I would definitely repurchase these. These three are definitely really solid for my makeup collection. Next, I'm going to talk about the Tirtir cushion. This one's actually just the red cushion, but I have it in this Care Bear packaging. Honestly, that was the reason why I started wearing more foundation. I used to not wear much foundation because my skin used to be pretty clear, and I just didn't see the point of it most of the time. But then I grew older and I had pretty bad adult acne, and I tried the red Tirtir foundation and I really liked it. I got it in Japan and I used it in Japanese summer, which was really humid and hot, even more hotter than Malaysia, which is crazy because this is a tropical country. It looked really nice on my face. I really enjoyed it. But after moving out of Japan and also getting more cushions, I kind of slowly not reach for it as much. I can't really say if I really love this, but I really liked it when I first got it. But now that I've started using other foundations, I found that other foundations are a lot better, or I gravitate towards them more than this one. Personally, right now, I don't think I would buy another red Tirtir cushion. I feel like I prefer other formulations. Going on to the Tirtir cushion, this is the new orange one, the AI filter cushion, and I definitely would not recommend buying this based on my personal preference. Somehow it always seeps into my dry spots and cling on my dry patches, even though I feel like I don't really usually have a problem with dry patches, but this one suddenly made my skin have dry patches and I got really confused. That one was gifted to me by YesStyle, and I tried to work with it, but I just didn't like it. I definitely would not be repurchasing it. As for the other Tirtir cushions, I think I had the pink one, but it's been a while since I used it and I left it in Canada. I don't have it with me, so probably I won't repurchase it, but it was a more matte version of the red one. It's decent, but I feel like I prefer other cushion foundations out there. I don't think I'll be repurchasing it anytime soon. I said the red Tirtir cushion got me into using base mall, but I also bought the one from Jung Saem Mool. I took out the old one because it's pretty old and I trashed it. And I bought this before my color analysis, and I knew I was cool tone because I have pretty reddish cool skin, and I knew that, so I bought a cool tone one. But now that I learned more about color theory and my color analysis also mentioned it, it made total sense to me. I had this in a rosy cool tone color, and every time I put it on, it just made me feel really off. Like my skin does not look good. I feel like when I look at myself, it feels off. It's got to do with me being already like kind of reddish, and then putting more like reddish cool tone like foundation on. It makes me look more sickly and pale. Generally, I did not like this foundation when I bought it. I was like, oh, I want to see what the hype is all about. I got this many years ago actually, but I regretted buying it. And then now in retrospect, looking back at it, I think it's probably because I bought a shade that was not suitable for me. Now I buy more neutral or like warm leaning, so it cancels out the redness in my skin. I can't really remember the formulation. I do have another refill with me that I haven't opened. I have it here with me. I think I might just reach for it again and show you guys someday what I'm talking about, the foundation effect. But I bought this and I didn't like it. Maybe I didn't like how it made me look. Then I stopped using it. And I didn't get into foundation till I got the Tirtir one. That's that. Would I repurchase this right now? I would say no, but maybe I'll change my mind if I try a different shade. And honestly, this foundation is pretty pricey compared to the other ones I've bought, but you do get another refill, so I wouldn't say it's like the most expensive, but definitely not super cheap. Next is this foundation from Glad to Glow. I think this is a local brand or a brand from Southeast Asia. It's actually a powder foundation, and I've never really tried powder foundation, so I was like, let me give it a try and see how it goes. It was really bad, really cakey, did not suit my skin type. I don't really know who the skin type suits. Maybe super oily skin or something, because I feel like I have oily but dehydrated skin. It did not work for me, and I wore it out once and it looked really bad, and I was like, never again. I guess I'll use it as like pressed powder, but yeah, would not repurchase. It was really affordable though. I think it was maybe like $6 or something, but definitely not worth it. Yep. Next, we'll move on to Clio, and this one's definitely more on the affordable side in terms of the other brands. This one, the Glow Cushion, I actually got for free. I think I was sent 3 or 4 different shades. This one's Linen 3-BY. And this is genuinely one of my favorite foundations. It's so lightweight and the coverage is actually really decent. Definitely more medium to high-ish. You can kind of build it up and it looks really glowy. I really like the mesh formula. This made me love mesh formula foundations compared to the traditional cushion ones. I don't know. This one's just really good. I really like it and it makes my skin look so good. This packaging is also really cute, and now that they changed the newer one, I don't really like it. I feel like this packaging is so sleek and pretty, but that's just my opinion. I feel like it's super popular. A lot of people know about it, but if you want to get like your first cushion or whatever, I would definitely recommend that one. Yes, would definitely repurchase. This is really good. This one, on the other hand, I didn't use enough of, and I'm gonna be so obvious, I'm such an idiot. You know how the whole color analysis person was like, you should use neutral to like warm tone foundation because it just makes you look brighter and more balanced? I was like, maybe they're wrong, and I don't know why I thought they were wrong, because it proved to me that they were right after I bought a bunch of neutral to warm tone foundation, and I was like, I look much more glowier. This time I was just like, maybe I won't look that bad. I bought 21C, and boy, I completely regret buying this shade because I look so sickly with this shade on, and like when I put it on, you can like, it just feels off of my face. So I can't really tell you about the formulation, but this packaging is absolutely beautiful. I feel like it's a limited edition, but it's always there. I think YesStyle still sells it. Just buy the right shade. Can't really give you like a solid review just because of the shade that threw me off, and I haven't been reaching for it ever since. I don't know. Between the two, I would definitely recommend the pink one more just because I've used it a lot. This one, sorry guys, I can't give you a solid recommendation, but I don't think I'll be repurchasing this one. I also have the white one. I'm just going to show you a bunch of videos about it. I think it's the newest one that came out last year. I also bought that myself because I wanted to try it, but I feel like at first I didn't like it, but after using it a couple times, I feel like it's pretty good. I wouldn't really know the difference between that one and this one unless I look up the difference that they claim. But personally, it's alright, I guess. It's just like your preference on what you like. And my strong preference, my bias is definitely the pink one. So they're all pretty solid and pretty affordable. I feel like you won't really go wrong with Clio cushions. They're pretty good. And it also depends on your skin type. I can't be like, oh, this one's my favorite because it works for me, but it might not work for you. But I am confident that Clio has decent cushions for a decent price. Definitely do check out the Clio cushions and pick out one that you think would suit your skin tone. This is the Parnell cushion. I actually got it on YesStyle when they're selling it for $1, and I really want to try it because there were a lot of hype around it. And what this is apparently a lot more acne safe and has more skincare ingredients. That's the claims. Personally, I like to believe that is true because when my skin is really sensitive or like is breaking out a lot, and I feel like I don't really want to put too much on my face, I kind of reach for this. It hasn't irritated me in any way, and I guess it's somewhat decent, but I wouldn't say it's crazy standout that like, oh, I really like this foundation. Actually, they just sent me a bunch of their shades. It's been a while since I used this. I wouldn't say I crazy love it, but it's decent. I do not regret buying this. And the only stick I have is that they don't have a refill. So you buy this and there's no refill, so it's just a one cushion, which I don't really like. But I don't know if they sell just the refill by itself. Also, I added the FlowerKnow sticker on it, so my cushion looks really cute. I'll do an in-depth review on it again since they sent me some and talk about it better because it's been a while since I used this, but I remember really liking it. And moving back to Malaysia, this was actually one of the few cushions that I brought back with me from Canada. I guess I do like it. I guess I would repurchase it. I just wish they would give us an extra cushion refill when we first buy it. I don't know, maybe that's just me. Next up is this Unleashia cushion. I'm gonna be honest, I can't really say much about this because the shades were so confusing. I was trying to do a lot of research and looking at the shades because they have so many shades. I really like the refill of this. It's one of those like pushy ones, as you can see on the video I'm putting up, which is really different from other cushion foundations. That's why I really like it. I can't really comment much about the formulations because I bought this in 18C thinking that it would suit my skin. And at the point when I was in Canada, it's been autumn, winter, and it's going to spring, but it's still like so dark all the time. So I gotten super pale at that point. Maybe I do need a lighter foundation. And I kept looking at the swatches over and over again, and unfortunately, I think like I just float around 21. That's the safest bet for me. I bought an 18 and it was way too light. I don't know what I was thinking. It just looks like more like a highlight shade like what I'm using now. I haven't really used it ever since I used it for the first time. My boyfriend was like, oh my god, that's just too light. It did not match my neck at all. And I was just like, honestly, it is too light. But I think I would repurchase it to give it a try because I do like trying new makeup and like reviewing it for you guys.
But as of right now, I can't really comment because I don't use it enough to the point where I can be like my latest formulation or whatever. I would say I would repurchase this just because I want to try it, but can't really give you a solid opinion. I hope this is worth it. I don't know. I feel like I'm so wishy-washy with my opinion sometimes. I either really like something or like they're okay.
So I realized I forgot my microphone again, so I'm gonna just refilm this bit. We were talking about the Unleashia one. I'm not gonna refilm it because I was doing my other makeup and I wanted you to see. And now we're going into some of the foundations that I actually really like. H20. And this one is one of the more unique formulations compared to the other ones because it is a cream formula. You know what, guys? I'm just gonna do my mascara and all that really quickly because it's so hard for me to do my mascara and talk at the same time. Call me delusional or something, but you know how I was constantly talking about the Wasato lashes, and I've just been using it, and I try not to use mascara, like black mascara, on my upper lashes because I don't want to dirty the magnetic lashes. And while it does come with a little clear mascara gel that helps the magnets kind of stick better, I've been using this. But before I use this, I mentioned before that I've been using the Cosnori eyelash serum. Hey girls, quickly interrupting this video to just tell you to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and join the girly girl club where we talk about all girly girl things. It's really nice having all of you guys, and just punch that subscribe button right now if you haven't, okay? I've only been using this for about a week now, and tell me why when I was curling my lashes just now to put on mascara, my lashes looked like it actually grew quite a bit. I'm shook. No, but like I am not kidding right now. They actually look a lot longer than they used to look. And maybe I'm just a little bit delusional or whatever, but I'm not lying. My lashes actually feels like it grew quite a bit. Oh, granted, my lashes are still like itty bitty baby, and when I open them like fully, you can't really see them, unfortunately, but it definitely feels a lot longer than it was before. I'm gonna be continuing to use the Cosnori eyelash serum, and I'll get back to you guys about this, but I was just curling my lashes and I was like, wait a minute, it looks a lot longer than it was before. Maybe I'm actually being delusional, but I'm actually shook. Okay, Cosnori coming through. My lashes actually look a lot longer than they were before, and it's only been a week. I guess I was sleeping on eyelash serums. They actually work. What? I'll get back to you guys, but also I just want to mention really quickly that the main reason I also really like this Cosnori eyelash serum is because the edge of it is like a little ball shape that has furry, and it's so easy to get to your itty bitty baby lashes instead of the normal spoolie. That's why I really like this one. Let me just do my fake lashes and my liner, and I'll be right back. We're gonna wrap up really soon. This one is the H20, and this is the most interesting formulation because it is a cream type formula. Honestly, it looks really nasty right now, but you can see actually it's like forming a crater in my foundation. I really like this one. My only stick is that this puff is a lot smaller than the cushion itself. As you can see, like here, it doesn't really cover up the whole thing. So as you're trying to swirl that puff into this cushion, it kind of gets all over the sides and kind of cakes up a bit, and then I have to put it on the blending area and like re-blend it, which can be a little annoying. I mentioned before that the puff on this one is a lot bigger, and that's why I really like it. If the puff of this one is slightly bigger, I think I wouldn't really have that problem of swirling it around and getting it constantly stuck on the sides. And because it is smaller and it's a cream type formula, I feel like it's difficult to dig in after a while of using it. And this formulation is also really interesting. As you can see, once I start swiping it around, you can kind of see the product get activated and it becomes really shiny and glossy. And the puff is also really interesting, and like I mentioned before, only this part of the puff would get product, so you really have to use the side to kind of blend it out and then like swipe the product down. It's hard for me to pinpoint what I love about this cushion. It makes your face look so flawless. The coverage of this is also really good, definitely better than the Etude one. Maybe I'll just put a little bit more on this side, even though I've already set my face. But it is just a very beautiful foundation. I really like this one. I feel like it's so underrated because not a lot of people talk about it, and I would definitely repurchase this. Unfortunately, I think they only sell it without the refill, but you can get the refill one as well. There's not like a one, it doesn't come in a refill originally. You have to buy the extra refill one. But yeah, this is solid. I don't know if I mentioned this one in the previous video, but I'll talk about it real quick now if it got cut. This is a 2AN cushion, and I feel like it's also really low-key. The packaging is really pretty, and it's also a mesh type formula. It's as good as the Clio one. I really like this mesh foundation as well. These four, actually, the Parnell H20, 2AN, and the Clio one, were actually the foundations I brought from Canada to Malaysia. So when I had to sit down and just pick a bunch of foundations that I really want or like to hold on to and use it when I first came to Malaysia, it was these four. And then this one was pretty new, so I brought it with me too, but we're not going to talk about her. If you're looking for a good foundation, I would definitely recommend these four. I would definitely repurchase these. Let's move on. I still have two more. At this point, you're gonna be like, Sylvia, how many cushion foundations you have? And I know, that's why I said after those two, I am not gonna be purchasing any more cushion foundations because I just have too much at this point right now. The last three right here, this one's pretty new. The Amuse one, I've used this for a while. It's good. It made my skin look really nice, but for some reason, I feel like, I don't know why, these two, I feel like I have to press into the cushion really hard to get any product out. Like, I really need to like dig it in. I probably need to flip the sponge or whatever, but this one's decent. I feel like for the price, it is on the pricier side, even though it's limited edition. Amuse does have a little bit more expensive stuff. I wouldn't say that, yeah, I like it, but I wouldn't go out my way to repurchase it. I think the four that I mentioned is like my pride and joy. I really like those. This one, on the other hand, it's cute to have and it's a good formulation. I enjoy it, but because the price point is quite expensive, I would be on the fence about buying it. If there's a good sale or something, then yes, I would definitely repurchase this, but it's not my number one pick, and with the price and everything, repurchase if there's a sale, I suppose. Now this one, the Judydoll one, it did not come with a refill. It's not very expensive. When I was trying to buy this in store, I kind of swatched it on my hand, and after walking around a bit, it did oxidize, so I bought a shade lighter. The shades for the Judydoll one is very limited. I think they only have 2 or 3 shades, unfortunately, and they're very targeted towards East Asian skin. It felt okay. The coverage is not really there. It barely covered any of my acne scars. I feel like if you don't really have much problems with your skin and you just want a little bit of coverage to just even your skin tone out, I feel like maybe this is for you. But personally, I did not really like this one, and after trying it out a bunch of times, I found myself not really reaching for this anymore, which is such a shame. I heard some good stuff about it, but overall I did not like this. And I'm gonna save the last, I guess the last one, this one. Maybe some of you guys recognize it, but I have a Mofusan sticker on it. This is the black cushion from, what is this? I forgot. Hera, expensive brand. This one. The packaging is cute, but I wouldn't say it's anything special. It's very sleek. I bought this, and this shade was recommended to me by my color analysis. I mentioned this before in my older videos, but maybe you guys don't really know. It was kind of like a last minute purchase as I was leaving Korea, and we had extra cash on hand, and I counted that we had enough to buy this Hera cushion, even though it's really expensive. Some people swear by it, like that it's so good or whatever, but for me it was okay. The main reason why I didn't really like it, like, it was normal. It was like the formulation seemed good, but for some reason my product, maybe it's defective or whatever, but my particular product feels like it doesn't really have a lot of foundation. I used it the first few times, and I really feel like the cushion itself feels really dry, as if I've been using it for months and there's no product in it left. And at the same time, like, that really like threw me off because I have to press so hard to just get some product out. And when I put it on, I feel like it's comparable to the white Clio cushion. I feel like it's not anything that special. It's kind of like a medium coverage, like natural looking finish, and the price is so expensive for what it is. I don't really get the hype. Maybe it's not for me, because I feel like the price really does matter, especially if I'm gonna repurchase. Foundations last a lot longer, so I don't really mind splurging on this. It takes so long for you to get through a bottle, but for cushion foundations, I feel like just because of their packaging and stuff, it's a lot easier for it to run out or dry up or kind of like quote-unquote expire. I don't know. It's an alright foundation. I don't think I would repurchase it. I do have the refill for this that I haven't opened yet. Maybe the refill would be better than this one. Maybe I got a defect product. I'm not really sure. But I don't know if you guys have ever tried the Hera one, but I feel like it's not really for me. I don't know, guys. I don't think I'll repurchase this for now, but maybe the refill would change my mind. This is my makeup look for today. It's a little bit on the heavier side, like night makeup look. I'm actually heading to a friend's housewarming party, so that's why I'm doing my makeup now. I hope this was helpful to you in terms of buying stuff. I feel like a lot of things here I definitely bought myself. I spent quite a lot of money on the makeup here, but I like trying new things, and I hope this helped you a lot. If you ever choose to purchase anything from YesStyle Style Korean, definitely use my code right here. It is affiliated and it supports me and gives me a little bit extra cash to buy more stuff so that I can review for you guys. No pressure to using them, but thank you so much for all the support. I really am grateful. I hope you liked hanging out with me, and don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one. Follow for more girly beauty.